Welcome. My name's Troy Brown, and that's me right there in that picture. And someone asked you to take a look at some information. I'm going to take you through kind of what I saw. I saw this information, a version of it about 15, 16 years ago. Now, take in mind, it's evolved to even better than when I saw it 15, 16 years ago. But here's what happened to me. A friend of mine asked me to take a look at something, and I did. Not because I wanted to, and I'll tell you, I didn't want to because I was that guy that was just too busy. But because it was a friend, I said yes. I took a look at the information, and it had to do at that time just with travel. That's all it was. And after he showed me the information, I said yeah. Cost me a few $100, and that was that. Now, it had to do with travel. I went home. My wife asked me what it was all about. I told her, and there were these trips that were curated that you got, that if you remember, you're supposedly getting them at a better price and a better experience. So my wife booked one, and we went on it. And guess what happened? Exactly that. We had this incredible time, got an incredible price. But here's what I didn't expect. When we came back, everybody I knew started asking me about my vacation and my experience. And I told them, and then I told them what I paid for it and how great it was. And guess what? They wanted to do it too. See, what I learned that day was that travel's an inherent yes. I don't have to convince your kids they want to go to Disney World, right? And that's what I learned that day. And so people started getting involved with this ideal just like I did. And here's the other part I didn't know. Because I was the one who introduced them, I started making some money off of that idea. And that's how my business started growing. So let me explain to you how it evolved from there. See, I was that guy that I had an anesthesia practice. That's what I did for a living. And by the way, I love doing anesthesia, and by most people's standards, I made a nice living. But I was also that guy that was time broke. I was working 80, 100 hours a week. I was on call 24/7. Making a lot of money, but no time to do anything with it. When I saw this idea, I started thinking, you know what? I do want to see the world God created for us. And so I started traveling because I had a better way. And I started seeing the world. Now, there's my wife and I on one of those trips again. This is Santorini, Greece. It's my wife, Kathy. And Santorini, Greece, one of my favorite places ever. But we started seeing a lot of these places. I went over 200 trips over that time span. Okay, there's my best friend and his wife, and my wife and I. That's in a helicopter. Now, where were we going in that helicopter? We're going down into the Grand Canyon, having dinner, white linen cloth table, wine. It was an incredible experience. I had the money to do that before, but I didn't have the time. This ideal started giving me some time back, and that's what I wanted. There we are in a tropical destination. I don't even know where that was. We went on so many of those trips in the last 15 years. It's incredible. Skiing, see, I adopted a son about the time that I saw this ideal. Let me just say, that's my son right there. He's now 14. But here's what I want you to know. I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd walk away from my anesthesia practice. But a year and a half into this ideal, I was making more money with this than I was anesthesia. We adopted that son right there. And I decided to retire from anesthesia in my early 40s. So now here we are 15, 16 years later. I haven't had a job in over 14 years because of this idea. A lot of residual income here. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. You know, there's over 5 million people came in that ideal over the last 15 years. You're like, well, did you travel with any of them? Here we are at Jamaica in Rick's Cafe on a trip that we did with a lot of them. That's all the people that we took, a bunch of them. It's not all of them, but a bunch of them that we took on this one trip and took over Rick's Cafe. If you've never been there, by the way, you need to go. Here we are at sporting events. This is a Kentucky Derby, meeting people that I would never met before, hanging out with them, just because of this experience. Eating in restaurants that I'd heard about but never eaten. Here's the Jules Verne at the top of the Eiffel Tower. Wearing cool hats in Russia. Can you believe it? Here we are drinking wine in Bordeaux, France. Having experiences that just put a giant smile on your face. But more importantly, putting a giant smile on your child's face. See, again, I want to experience the things God created. I just didn't have the time. And so this ideal gave it to me. Now, what if we can enhance your life and do some of those things for you and your family and the people you know? Because see, it wasn't just me and my family. It was my friends and the people they knew. And it really got exciting. The way we're doing it now is a thing called Club Seacret. And I want you to look at something there in this slide. See where it says established 2021. See, I've been doing this for 15, 16 years, but I told you it evolved. Let me explain. In 2020, we were rolling along, doing just travel, but in 2020, something slowed down travel. Can you guess what it was? Yeah, it was COVID. But we'd already been talking about we wanted to enhance our lifestyle with other things because as we were traveling, we noticed something with all the members involved in our club. As they were going and seeing the world God created, they wanted to look better and feel better. We'd already talked about, we're already taking other people's products. Why don't we take our own? We made a pivot where we joined forces with somebody that had those products that we were looking for, all natural. So we started a thing called Club Seacret. Now, let me explain. The parent company that we're dealing with right now is called Seacret. They've been around for over 20 years. They're debt free. They have $3 billion in total sales before they started doing the direct sales model. They're in over 40 countries around the world, but they didn't have a thing called Club Seacret till 2021. And this is a big deal. This is brand new. Now, let me explain. You ever heard of Amazon? I know you have. And probably you've ordered off Amazon many, many times. I have. I got a package yesterday in the mail from Amazon. So, why am I talking about Amazon? Because you can go to the Amazon website right now and buy Amazon products. But there's a lot of people that became Amazon Prime members. Now, become an Amazon Prime member, you have to pay extra money, a fee, right? Well, there's over 200 million Amazon Prime members. Now, why would 200 million people pay a fee when they could just order off Amazon for free? Well, because Amazon Prime gives you benefits that you don't get with just ordering off Amazon. There are extra benefits in that. And so is that ideal working? Yeah, they're doing about $25 billion a year just off the Amazon Prime memberships. Now, why do I tell you that? Because you can order off a Seacret. You can order the products. They did over $3 billion in kiosks around the world of people that's paying retail price. But see, now that you're going to hear this, why would you order off Seacret in that way when you could be a Club Seacret member and get all these other benefits that I'm going to talk about? Let me explain. Club Seacret has now 3 pillars. Now I have this thing that says, look good, feel good, experience the world. Experience the world. Well, that's what I'm talking about, travel. And if you don't know, travel is the largest industry in the world, $9.25 trillion. Compare that with the next 3 biggest ones, oil and gas, food, and pharmaceuticals. If you add those 3 together, it's not as big as travel. So we got a portal, a booking portal with Club Seacret that we can book net rates on resorts, and we get cars and hotels and cruises. And we can do everything we want on this portal that we can do on other portals, except we're going to get net rates on a lot of the stuff we do. So let me give you some examples. Here's Bali, Indonesia, 8 days, 7 nights at the Annalika Resort and Villa. Its best online price is $13.73. We have a compare prices button that we can actually see everything, and we have it for $331 after taxes. That's a savings of over $1,000, 76%. Here's a second one. Here's Miami Beach, Florida. Staying at the Riu Plaza in Miami Beach. The best online price we could find, $2,811. We got it for $966. That's a savings of $1,845, 66% off. One more. Here's New York, New York at the Westin. The best online price we could find, $5,563. We got it for $1,258. That's a savings of $4,300, 77% off. Okay, I want to show you some actual bookings that I've done myself personally. You know, I was going to San Antonio, Texas. I just needed a room for the night by the airport. I put in San Antonio, Texas. It shows me that I have over 315 hotels that I can book at wholesale instead of retail. I picked the Hilton in San Antonio right by the airport there. The best public price is $214 a night. Because I'm a member, I could get it for $113. I went and checked out the Hilton site, and after taxes, $247.06. Well, I went and booked it on my site because, again, wholesale instead of retail. There's my reservation number. I got it for $112.66. Now, that's a savings of $134.40 a night. Now, I know that's not life-changing money, but if there's $134 sitting on the ground, you going to pick it up? Yeah, me too. Here's Atlanta, another one I did. It said I had 195 choices of hotels that I could get at wholesale instead of retail. I saw this Hotel Claremont downtown. It's a boutique hotel, and when I found out what boutique means is small and expensive. The best price that I could find, or our site could find, was $297 somewhere. Well, I went and looked at their website, the Hotel Claremont, and that night that I was staying, the best price they had after taxes, $417.66. Now, I went and booked it on my site. See the reservation, see my name, $144.58. I saved $263.94 per night on that deal. Again, if it's laying on the ground, we got to pick it up. Now, that's our booking engine. It's great being part of the club so we can get those prices. But let me show you about Escapes. It's curated trips that the company puts together for us, and it's 4 and 5 star type vacations at 2 and 3 star prices. Company handles all the reservations and planning. And if you're a member, your spouse, your family, they're a member. So what's so special about Escape? It's the culture that's built. It's that special experience. You have a host from our company that goes on many of the trips. We get extras thrown in. We get these unbelievable prices. So let me show you an example of what we get. Going to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, 5 days, 4 nights. You're getting a welcome reception, a private pool party, on-site host, farewell dinner, all inclusive, food, drinks, transfers, fees, all that included for $299 a person. That's not per night. That's for the 5 days, 4 nights. If that's true, if you could really travel like that, do you know anybody that might want to do that with us? Yeah, me too. A lot of them. See, we're using that leverage power to do that. We're using the bulk buying concept. Bigger the bulk, lower the price. Here's another one just to give you an example. Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, 4 days, 3 nights. We do some long trips. We do some shorter trips, but you can see all the things that we threw in again. That price is $320 for members. That's for the whole trip. We also have VIP experiences. That was the travel. That was the experience the world. Now let's go on to the next pillar, the feel good, which is the nutrition. Now the founders of Seacret, the Ben Shavat family, they came from Israel, and Isaac Ben Shavat is our CEO and founder. When they came to America, they brought products from the Dead Sea. But when they got here, they saw something happen in their community. They wanted to have things that put in people's bodies that made them feel better. It gave them a better lifestyle. He didn't try to go formulate that by himself. What he did was he started searching, and he found a guy out in California that had an institute. His life work was about putting good things in your body, and his name was Dr. Cohen. Dr. Cohen, he had all the products that Isaac was looking for, and they were clean. And so what Isaac ended up doing was buying the company. And so all our products that we have through this Life by Seacret, they're organic and plant-based. They're vegan. They're dairy and soy-free, sugar-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, and kosher certified, and sports certified. Now, I'm not going to go through every product, but I am going to tell you about a couple. I'm going to highlight a couple. Here's the two I'm going to highlight. One's called Recovery and one's called Booster. Recovery is the best-selling product we have. It's all about molecular hydrogen, driving hydrogen into the cells. And by driving hydrogen in the cell, it lets you recover. Recover from what? Well, what do you need? Do you need to recover from a workout? Do you need to recover because you've got something going on? Anything you need to recover for, that's what recovery is about. And it became the best-selling product of the company. Now, Booster is about alkalinity of the body. What these products do for me is they give me peace of mind of good things going in my body, but more importantly, good things going in the body of my family and people I love. So it gives me peace of mind. Now, that's the feel good part. Now let's move on to the look good. This is how Isaac and his family started this company. As I said before, Isaac and his family came from Israel. They started a company over here, and they started with products from the Dead Sea. There's 21 minerals in the Dead Sea. 12 of those minerals are unique to the Dead Sea. Isaac and his family started in kiosks around the world. They became the largest kiosk operators in the world, and they did over $3 billion in retail with these products. So why am I telling you that? These products are proven. They're proven at retail, and now we're getting them at wholesale. So again, as I said in the beginning, we now have 3 pillars, and those 3 things brought together give us Club Seacret. Now let's talk about the Club Seacret benefits. Now, the first thing that you get with Club Seacret benefits is every product we have, you're going to get at wholesale pricing instead of retail. Now remember, they did $3 billion in retail sales. Benefit number 2 is you get a Be Well program. It's like a telemedicine. And because you're a member, when you call in, you're going to talk directly to the doctor. In all 50 states, 35 countries around the world, 250 plus languages, it's family coverage. It's not just for you, it's your family coverage. Zero copay, urgent care, primary care, low wait times, electronic prescriptions, and it's secure. We also have member deals, wholesale prices through companies that we're partnered with. We also get loyalty and rewards benefits. And every month, you get $50 of product credit that you can use to buy product within the Seacret community. So just in summary, your membership includes this: Seacret escapes, discount travel booking portal, VIP experiences, daily member deals, Be Well telemedicine program, the best pricing on all Seacret products, and loyalty reward benefits. But there's one more big thing. Whenever you become a member of Club Seacret, we're going to throw in a trip for two included. Yeah, you heard it right. When you purchase your membership, you get a trip for two included in the price. We call those trips that are included getaways. And I like to break them up into three different categories: resort stays that are 8-day, 7-night stays. And depending on the trip, you can take between 2 and 8 people on that one membership. We also have 6-night stays in European boutique hotels. And then we have cruises up to 4 nights. These are all getaways, and you get to choose any one you want. Now let's talk about the 8-day, 7-night stay that you get. The value on those are somewhere between $600 and $7,000, and you get it, whichever one you pick. It's $50 fee. It's not $50 a person. It's $50 fee. And remember, I said it's from 2 to 8 people, depending on which one you pick. We have over 1,000 global destinations to choose from. Again, I said 8 days, 7 nights, the accommodations 2 to 8 people, online reservations done. It's a $50 fee for the trip, and you book it within 30 days at no extra cost. If you want to book it farther out, you can just pay a little additional fee. It's not much. Well, what kind of trips are they? Let's give you some examples. Here's Orlando at Celebration, short drive to Disney World. This property compared on Expedia, $2,394. Your fee, $50. Here's Waikiki Beach, Hawaii. I was just there not long ago. You can see this. The resort that we're showing here on booking.com, $4,323. We got it for 4 adults, $50. Here's another one, Yellowstone, Montana. This one sleeps up to 6 adults. You can take 6 people on this one. $6,548 on Travel Euro. We got it for $50. New Hampshire, $2,337 on booking.com. 6 adults, $50. Here's Vancouver, British Columbia. 4 adults on this one. $2,656 on booking.com. $50 here. Here's Cabo. I love Cabo. You can see it sleeps up to 4 adults, $4,634. Booking.com, we got it for $50. Cancun, Mexico. Expedia, $3,645. We got it for $50. Grand Cayman, on Expedia, this property, $4,186. 4 adults, we got it for $50. Here's one to Italy. See, I love playing golf. I looked at this one. I'm going on this one. This is incredible. So let me show you an actual booking. This is a friend of mine. His daughter got married. She was going on a honeymoon. She's a member. So she went and used her getaway for her honeymoon. Here's the one she picked, the Ventus El Cid Marina. Because she's a member, they waived that fee. She paid under $50 to go on this trip. So these getaways are incredible, right? But everything I've shown you is for the new person that's coming in as a new member. They get the getaway included in their pack. Now, what about the person that's been around for a while? What about that person that wants to go on some of these getaways? Well, we just came up with this program that we call the 50/50 program. See, we call it 50/50 because your membership is $50 a month. Loyalty will give you a privilege. When you buy $50 worth of product every month, and with nutrition, everybody should be doing that, you're going to get a free getaway voucher. You're going on vacation every year because you're a member here. Let me give you an example of how easy that is to do. You remember the products I was talking about, the booster and the recovery? If you did just that every month, just if you took the recommended dose, you're going on vacation every year because you're a member here. So how do you get started? Well, we have these starter packs. We have the preview pack and we have the power pack. Let's talk about the preview pack. The preview pack is $400. You get about $600 worth of products. You also get the first month of the membership included in there, and you get the getaway included. Now, we have this power pack. What's the difference in the preview and the power? The power pack has more product. So if you're a person that wants to try more of the product, have more of the product, get the power pack. Now, there is one other option. There's a thing called the Pro Pack. It's $2,000. This is how I got started. I wanted a lot of the product. I wanted to use the product. I wanted other people to sample the product. So I did the Pro Pack. Now, here's why a lot of people are picking the Pro Pack. Because not only are you getting one getaway, we're going to give you 3 getaways. So if you wanted to try one of the 8 days, 7 nights, you want to do a European, you want to do a cruise, do it. If you want to do 3 of the same kind, do it. Doesn't matter. But you're getting 3 getaways included. The value's there. Let's say all 3 of those trips were around $2,000, like we said. That's $6,000. You're getting $3,000 in product. That's $9,000. You're getting it all for $2,000. I don't care which one of these packs you come in, get in where you fit in, but get in. This is a great deal. Now, let's talk about how you can earn some income if you want to with this concept. I told you when I got started, I was able to walk away from my anesthesia practice after about a year and a half with this concept. I became an agent. I had a business here with this concept, and that business cost me $49 a year. Now, I want you to think about that. That business replaced my anesthesia practice. Now, it took work for me, but it replaced it, and I started earning residual income. If you don't understand residual, your bills are residual. And here's what I thought. What if I could have $1 more residual income coming in than I have residual bills going out? Well, how do we make money? Well, here's what happened to me. I went on the vacation. People in the OR started asking me about my vacation. They wanted to get involved with this concept, and I started making money. They told people they knew, and the money started getting bigger and bigger. I started overriding everything that happened. And in about a year and a half, there was enough happening in that business that it replaced my anesthesia income. And my wife and I decided we wanted to raise our son full time. Well, how does the money come in? So let's just say you get involved and then you go out and tell some people you know. Well, if you get 4 of those and they get involved in the smallest way, let's just say the $400 pack, you're going to make about $320 back. Why is that important? Because if you started a business of any kind out there, a restaurant or a barber shop or an anesthesia practice, how long before you're at break even with those businesses? Here we're right there with 4 people coming involved with the packs, right? Now, those 4 people know people we don't know. They tell some people, you make 610. Those people that got involved, they know some people. If we teach them to do what we did, 4 people, 1605. Now, I know that everybody's going to get 4, but somebody's going to mess it up and get way more than 4. If those 4 help 4,000. But the more important part to me, now there's a residual income that's happening every single month because of that activity. In this example that I just gave, we now have a residual check coming in every month of $905. If somebody was making an extra $1,000 a month residually, could we help some people out there? Here's the different levels that we have in our company. And at gold level, you're making in average around $3,000 a month. Some are making more, some are making less at that gold level, but that's the average. The ruby level you can see is 7,400. The red diamond is 63,000 a month average. Some are making more, some are making less. And the top level is called Crown Royale. The average income there is about $306,000 per month. But there's one other thing happens at Crown Royale, $1 million bonus. Now you're like, wow, does anybody ever do that? Well, my friend Jesse, there he is right there. He recently hit this. Gets the $1 million bonus on top of that monthly income that I showed you. Now, there's no guarantees. The effort you put in is the effort you get out. But see, we get the leverage here. J. Paul Getty was famous for saying this. I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. That's leverage. Now let's finish this up and talk about the timing. See, here you are. Whoever invited you here, you're listening to this because a friend or somebody you know invited you to take a look at this. And they want you to get involved in the travel and use the products and have a great time with all of that. But they also, on the business side, they want you to come in business with them. They have a position in their computer. They run everything from their computer or their phone. And once you lock your position with them, that's your position. Well, what does that mean? If your friend tells somebody else, you're going to override that too. But here's what happens to some people. Here's a real life example that happens all the time. And this is an example that happened to me. A friend called me up, wanted to see what I was doing. So I showed them. And when I got done, they said, it looks great. I'm going to think about it. Okay, cool. I put my friend in the think about it corner. What he didn't know is I'm talking to other people. So I talked to a guy named Bob that same day, and Bob gets involved. Well, the next day, my friend says, you know what? I should have got involved last night. I don't know why I said that. I'm in. So he got involved, but see, you see the difference in the relationship? And you're like, big deal. It's one guy. It's Bob. Well, what do we know about Bob? Without even knowing Bob, we know something about Bob. He knows people we don't know. And Bob started telling people. And some of those people became big earners with this. And because my friend waited, he didn't override those efforts. So how do you get started? This is a simple process. First of all, become an agent. Remember the $49? Become an agent. Second, pick your pack. We got a $400, $700, or $2,000 pack. And third thing, pick your trip. because we're giving you one. The real question is, do you want one trip or do you want three? If you're looking at this for the first time and you heard this, you're either an A, B, or C. If you're an A, you're like I was. Hey, I'm in. I don't understand everything exactly, but I know I'm excited about it. I'm in. Welcome to our family. If you're a B, you're like, I think I'm in, but I got a couple of questions. Get your questions answered now. Your friend can help you. And if you're a C, you're like, man, that guy Troy that I just listened to, I didn't understand anything. Well, that's my fault. And here's what I'm going to say to you: see it again. Let somebody else show you again, because for some reason I didn't get it across. So if you're an A, B, or C, that's great. We love you either way. I hope you're as excited as we are about it. But most of all, I want to thank you for looking at this because your friend asked you to. And if you're that person that said, I'm in, again, welcome to our family. Can't wait to see you soon. I hope it's somewhere around the beaches of the world. Thanks for coming. God bless.